Hello beautiful yogis and yoginis, hope you're all well. Today's practice we focus on inner worthiness. Sometimes we have feelings that we don't deserve success, love and happiness, but you do. The real shift has to start from within. This practice will help soothe every part of your being. It will be just what you need to lift your mood and help you realise your worth. So let's get started. From my heart to yours, let's yoga with Lowe. Alright guys, so we're going to start with sitting down on our sit bones today. Bring both feet together into Baddha. We will hold this for a couple of minutes and then we'll be jumping straight into our practice. So if you're feeling a little bit tight, a lot of tension in the body, I would maybe recommend hopping on over to my warm-up video, which is in our Journey Begins first series, and that will really help loosen up the body before we begin. Okay, so feet together, hands are either going to come around the feet in an interlace, or if that feels really tight, you can just hold onto your ankles. Big breath in, exhale, just let the head drop. No need to come anywhere near the ground with the head. Close your eyes as we begin to have some moments of stillness, to prepare the mind, the body and the soul for our practice today. Let's start to deepen the breath. Today's practice, I am worthy. That will be our mantra for today. And see if you can repeat it as many times as possible throughout the practice. Today we'll be releasing a lot in the hips. It is said in ancient traditions that we hold a lot of fear, anxiety and sadness in the hips. So all the postures today are going to help open up the hips, bringing in lots of self-love and worthiness. Let's start today with some gratitudes. Take a moment to think of something that you're really grateful for. Send some softness to the hips, to the groin. Try to keep yourself in the present moment. Don't worry if your mind starts to wander. Just bring it back to the breath and to the sensation you feel in the stretch. We'll just be here for a couple more breaths. Try to enjoy the stillness. And gently release the head back up. We're going to see if we can transition from here into a standing position, but if that's not possible, you can just bring the knees together and stand up. So let's cross the legs, come up onto your fingertips, and then push up and widen the legs. Can be tricky if your knees feel really tight, so whatever way you make your way up to this is completely fine. We're going to bring right hand rooted to the earth as we peel the left hand high. See if you can align the shoulders one on top of each other and really actively stretch out of that left hand. Spread all of your toes. And then maybe swim the left hand behind and see if you can bind onto your right thigh. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in all the way to the base of the lungs. And then roll it up, hands to the hips. Right foot's going to face out to the right, and you should gaze down at your feet, and your right heel should be in line with the middle of your left instep. Right knee is going to bend. Gently pull the right knee back and send those arms out wide. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Hips should be nice and square towards your left foot. Roll the shoulders down and stretch the arms out as far to each side as possible. One breath here. And maybe come a little lower. We're going to inhale towards the right. Send the right hand high as we swim the left hand down the left leg. Taking it into a peaceful warrior. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale back through Warrior 2. And then from here, we're going to come into Skandasana Ninja pose. Both hands come down towards the right foot. Bend the right knee, slowly come down onto the left heel and support yourself into your ninja pose. Kind of like a Power Ranger or maybe Spider-Man. Now you can stay here, or if you feel you have the balance, you can bring your hands into your heart center. One breath. Hands down. We're going to push all the way back up into our wide-legged forward fold. Couple of breaths here. Surrender the upper body. Feet are facing forward. Maybe just release the neck a little more here. We inhale, rise up, hands back to the hips. Other leg this time. So the left foot is coming out to the left. Again, gaze at those feet. Left heel in line with the middle of the instep of the right foot, and then bend the left knee. Left knee is going to open back and then open both thighs so that they're facing forward. Hips are square to your right foot this time, and send both arms out. Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze just beyond your left fingers, maybe come down a little lower. Big breaths. Spread your fingers, send an energy out of both hands. We're going to inhale forward to the left. Left hand high to the sky. Right hand slides down the back of the right leg. Big breath here. Can be difficult to breathe in this one, but see if you can deepen the breath. And then exhale, Warrior 2. This time ninja to the left. Hands inside the left foot. Gently come down onto your right heel this time. Left tip toes and fingers to the earth. This is definitely more than enough. You can stay here, or if you have the balance, hands to heart. Big breath in. And then exhale, hands back down. We're going to trace all the way towards our right foot. Right foot faces towards the top. Send the right foot back, and then gently drop the knees, flatten the feet, chin and chest to the floor. Pushing up, lifting the front body into Bhujangasana Cobra. Now this is definitely hard for some people. You can come down onto the forearms and find a little bit more space here. Whatever variation you have chosen, make sure the shoulders are back and there's lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, melt the heart. Hands to the chest, curl the toes under and send straight up and back into downward facing dog. We're here for 2 breaths. Spread the fingers, Roll the shoulders out. Send the sit bones high. And breathe nice and deep. Gaze to the front. Take a walk all the way to meet at the top of the mat. Drop the head. Bend those knees. We inhale, rise high. Gaze beyond the fingers. Tuck the tailbone under. And hands to heart center. Close your eyes here. Root down in the feet. And remember our mantra. I am worthy. Couple of breaths. Soften those knees. We come down to come up. We exhale all the way down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Big breath in. And big breath out. Fingertips to the earth. Right foot stepping back. We drop the back knee. Flatten the back foot. Right hand's going to root down. Left hand is coming inside left foot as we walk our left tippy toes off the mat. Lizard pose. So amazing for our hips. Radiate the heart forward. Now you can stay here. Send in deep breaths into the hips, into the groin, or maybe take the left hand onto the left knee and just gently push it out to the left. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. Left hand back towards the earth. Lift the back knee. Left foot's going to come back to meet the right. You can have a child's pose here, knees to the floor, chin and chest, or maybe chaturanga to upward facing dog. Take your time, and all together we meet in downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more like that. Take your gaze between the hands. This time the right foot steps forward. Drop the back knee. Right hand inside right foot as we walk the toes off the mat, the right toes. Lizard pose once again. Feel that beautiful stretch in the hips. Maybe root down in the left hand, right hand onto the right knee. Taking it a little deeper. Breathe in deep. One more. Right hand back down towards the earth. Right foot back this time. And we're going to lower as slowly as we can in 3 breaths. So spread the fingers, knees are on the earth, engage the core. Exhale, bum in the sky. 1, 2, 3. Really nice. Flatten to the belly. Push down in the tops of the feet. And peel the front body back up. Bhujangasana Cobra. Open the heart. Drop the shoulders. And let's all have a beautiful child's pose. Send the sit bones back. Spread your fingers. See if you can push down into all 10 fingers. Push the sit bones back. One more breath. And then walk the hands back to the knees. We're going to interlace the hands behind. Push back nice and gentle and look up to the sky. Exhale, melt the forehead towards the earth as we push the palms high. Keep breathing deep here. Inhale, softly come up. Undo the hands as we take our knees as wide as the mat. We're going to take an extended child's pose here. Walk the hands forward. Spread all the fingers, look forward, big breath in. And then exhale, push the sit bones back and melt the head. If your forehead doesn't quite make the earth, you can place a blanket, a book, a block, anything under your head just to sort of bring the earth up towards you. Couple of breaths here. We're really engaged in the arms. Hands walk back towards the knees. Knees are going to come together as we send the sit bones up and back. We're back in downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look between the hands. This time we're going to step the right foot forward, drop the left heel and take both feet facing the same direction again. We're back in our wide angle forward fold. We're going to catch the backs of the heels this time. Take a full breath in and exhale, bend those elbows and just gently pull yourself down towards the earth. Breathe as deep as you can. Hands are going to come into the center. We're going to heel toe the feet in once and then bring the heels in once again. So that we've got toes pointing out to the sides and the heels are rooting down. We're going to practice Malasana, which is garland pose. So this is pretty tricky for some, but we're going to go into it nice and easily and just come down as far as feels comfortable. So fingertips to the earth. We're just going to walk the hips down and you can kind of shuffle yourself into position and then maybe bring the hands into heart center. So this is so amazing for the hips. Maybe we take the elbows into the knees and really open, sort of guide them open by pushing the hands into heart center. We're only here for a couple of breaths. One more. Hands to the earth. We're going to push the sit bones up and back into a forward fold. Really nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. We walk the hands back towards the top of the mat. Root down in the left toes as we slide the right leg high. Split your dog. We're going to bend the right knee here and stack open the hips. So really see if we can stack one hip on top of the other. Take a full breath in. And then maybe, if it feels right and comfortable, we're going to circle that right knee. 3 times one direction and 3 times the other direction. Welcome the shake. Really nice. Then from here, split it one more time. And softly, right leg down. Left leg is going to come straight up. This is really strengthening in the arms. Bend the left knee. Full breath. Stack the hips. Circling one direction. And then the other. Send the left leg down, full breath in, knees to the earth as we swim both feet to one side. Really nice. So we're going to practice Gomukhasana, which is one of the most releasing hip exercises in yoga. We're going to start with the legs out long, and I'm going to do this one really slowly. It's a little bit sort of twisty pretzel, so let's hope we can get it right. So the left leg is going to stay out in front as we gather up the right. So hug that right knee into the chest. Left hand is going to come underneath the left leg, So left hand under left leg and catch your right foot. Once we have the right foot, we're going to bring that right foot underneath our left sit bone. So we've got right leg underneath left. Now, we're going to bend the left knee and hug it into our chest. So for some, depending on how open you are in the hips and in the knee, this may be where you stay today. If that's the case, maybe just hug that left knee, close your eyes and breathe nice and deep. To take it a little further, we're going to take the left ankle and we're going to cross it up over the right. And then from here, peace fingers, catch your big toes, and then walk the big toes forward. So the end position here, we're trying to stack one knee on top of the other. For me, my hips have always been really, really tight, so I'm still working on that. But wherever you are today, as long as you can feel a nice stretch in the hips, you are exactly where you're meant to be. So maybe we stay with our fingers around our toes, close the eyes, and just work on really lifting that crown of the head towards the sky. If we want to take it into a shoulder stretch as well, we can send both arms out in front. We're going to cross right elbow over left, palms back to back, and then maybe all the way round into eagle arms. Find a comfortable position here, and the higher up you take the hands, the more you'll open the shoulder blades. So we are going to be here for 5 breaths. I invite you to close the eyes and see if you can find some stillness within the mind. Keep your awareness on the breath, on the temperature of the air around you, and to the sensation in the hips and the shoulders. With every exhale, see if you can find some space within this asana. Just a couple more breaths. You're doing amazing. Inhale, hands high, rain them down. And then we're going to send left leg out, followed by the right. So from here, we're going to take that right foot up and we're going to place the left hand on the right foot, right hand on the right knee. I always get that one confused. Give the knee and the foot a little shake from side to side. If that feels comfortable, you can keep doing that. But to go a little further, we're going to take the right foot into the crease of the left elbow and maybe wrap right arm all the way around to cradle it like a little baby. And then just wriggle it from side to side, opening up the hip. Big breath here. And then very gently send it out. Give your knees a shake as we prepare for Gomukhasana on the other side. So this time, gather up the left knee. Right hand is going to come underneath the right leg to catch that left foot. So right hand under right leg, catch your left foot and bring it underneath your right sit bone this time. From there, gather up the right leg. This is more than enough. You can just hug the right knee here, close your eyes and breathe as deep as possible. Or to take it further, right foot is going to come up over the left. Peace fingers once again, round your big toes and just walk very softly the feet forward. Aiming to get the knees as in line as possible and both sit bones evenly rooted to the earth. Being mindful of how different each side of the body is. For me, this side, my left side, is so much tighter, so that's quite normal. Now you can either stay here closing the eyes, tuning into the sensation. Or to stretch those shoulders, hands are going to come out. This time, left elbow on top of right, palms back to back, or maybe all the way around to touch. Full breath in. Exhale as high as feels comfortable with those hands towards the sky. And see if you can find some relaxation, if possible, within Gomukhasana. Breathe as deep as you can. Maybe tune back into your mantra. I am worthy. Send the breath to where you feel that sensation. Last breath here. I know this is a tough one, guys. Inhale, hands high, rain them all the way down. Both legs are going to come out long. This time, take that left knee in towards the chest. Pick up the foot. Right hand, left foot, left hand, left knee. Give it a little wriggle from side to side. If you cradled it on the other leg, maybe take that left foot into the right crease of the elbow and left arm wraps round. Taking the stretch a little bit deeper. Wherever you've stopped, wherever you've chosen to go, just make sure you lift the crown of the head and you radiate the heart forward. Keep those right toes active towards the sky. One big breath here. Sending the left leg out. Inhale, both hands high, keep those knees soft, and then exhale, Paschimottanasana. Just relaxing everything now, guys. No need to really crunch forward. See if you can soften the forehead, the jaw. Breathe in deep here. Inhale, we rise back up. We're going to lay down flat on our backs, keeping the feet rooted to the earth. We're going to take a little reverse pigeon here. So palms are going to face towards the ground. Keep that left foot really rooted as we lift the right leg high. And then bring the right foot on top of the left knee. So we've really opened the right hip here. Now this is definitely enough. You can stay here if your hips feel really tight after all this stretching, or maybe take the hands through to catch that left thigh. So your right hand is inside, your left hand is out, and then interlace. We want to imagine we're pushing the left foot into a wall, and maybe close the eyes. Find some stillness here. This posture is exactly the same as pigeon pose. So if you find Kapotasana, pigeon pose, a difficult posture, you can always come into this posture. It uses all the same muscles, it's just a little bit easier. Just one more breath here. Gently drop left foot down, followed by right, and then we're going to take it to the other side. Left foot high, cross the left foot onto the right knee, gaze forward, send the hands inside and outside the right thigh, right foot pushes into an imaginary wall, and breathe deep in this posture. One more breath. We have one more posture, guys. Gently come out of this one. We're going to bring our feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees are spilling out to the sides, and just let the palms face up towards the sky. Another beautiful hip opener. Start to deepen the breath here. Relax the scalp. Allow the eyes to close and to fall back into their sockets. Soften the jaw. Relax all the muscles of the neck. Let your shoulders completely melt into the floor. Relax the torso, the back, the upper arms, the lower arms, wrists, fingers and thumbs. Relax the hips. Soften the glutes, the thighs, the knees, lower legs, and ankles. Relax the feet and soften all your toes. Now, as we lay here in stillness, ask yourself the question, how am I feeling now? Maybe nothing comes up. Maybe you feel a little lighter. Let's visit our mantra one last time for our practice. Big breath in. As we exhale, I am worthy. Let's very gently send the right leg out long, followed by the left. And you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. Let's all take a big breath with our hands into the center of our chest. From my heart to yours, Namaste.